Hello students, in today's class we will be studying about how does the acceleration due to gravity vary with height above the surface of earth and also depth below the surface of earth. What is the effect of these factors like height and depth, then the spinning of earth, the latitude of earth, the shape of earth on these factors, of all of these factors on the value of g. So first of all what we will be doing is variation of g with altitude, that is height above the surface of earth. So first we will be studying that. So suppose this is our earth and this is the radius of earth RE. So in one case you are standing here at the radius of earth, and in the other case you are standing here, which is at a height h above the surface of earth, somewhere here. So the acceleration due to gravity that you feel when you are on the surface of earth is say g, and the acceleration due to gravity you feel when you are at a height h above the surface of earth, say that be g dash. Fine. Now we shall calculate this, that when you are here at the surface of earth, the weight when you are at the surface of earth, what is it? It is simply m into g. Fine. Why? Because in this case the force that you are feeling is g times mass of earth times your mass divided by radius of earth squared. In the second case, when you are at some height, weight at some height, that is your mass times g dash, which is g m into your mass divided by, this time it will be radius of earth plus the height whole square. Alright, so from here you can see that g dash is gm divided by radius of earth plus height whole square, and from here you get to see that g is equal to gm divided by radius of earth square. Now if I ratio, that is take the ratio of g dash to g, it becomes radius of earth square divided by radius of earth plus height whole square. Dividing numerator and denominator by radius of earth square, I get 1 divided by 1 plus h divided by re whole square. So this is g dash. Therefore the value of acceleration due to gravity g dash is equal to the value of acceleration due to gravity at the surface of earth divided by 1 plus height above the surface of earth divided by radius of earth whole squared. This is the actual value. How does g dash vary with the altitude above the surface of earth? Now we will consider a case that if the height is much smaller as compared to radius of earth. Say you are only about 100 meters above the surface of earth, and the radius of earth is 6400 kilometers. So there each is much smaller than radius of earth. What can we do when that happens? Well, g dash is equal to g divided by 1 plus h by re squared. This can be written as g into 1 plus h by re to the power minus 2. Plus 2 in the denominator, when I take it to numerator it's minus 2. Now I will do binomial expansion of this expression. So that will be g1, the power comes forward, minus 2 h by re. The next term will be minus 2 squared h by re squared, and so on. But these are higher terms, as it is I said that the height h is much smaller than the radius of earth. So there is no point in considering when height by radius square is taken. So we do not consider this term. We only take the expression up to this term. Then g dash becomes g into 1 minus 2h by radius of earth. So these are the two ways the acceleration due to gravity vary with height. This is the most general formula. This holds whether height is small or big, and this is the special case when height is much smaller than the radius of the earth. next topic, the next variation is variation of g with depth. That is when you are moving below the surface of Earth. So again, let us consider that this is this Earth and you are somewhere here at a depth d below the surface of Earth. Okay, so this calculation is a little bit more difficult than the previous one. So when you are here at the surface of Earth, what is the force you feel? The force you feel is g times mass of Earth times your mass divided by radius of Earth square. Alright, and what is the mass of Earth? Mass of Earth is equal to volume into density of Earth, and volume is 4/3 pi radius cube times density. So therefore, if I substitute this expression here, force becomes g into 4/3 pi rho. Obviously the small mass n will be there. Radius of Earth cube by square, that's radius of Earth. So this is the value of force that you feel when you are at the surface of Earth in terms of density of the Earth. Here the mass of Earth has been substituted with volume times density. Now say you move up to this point A, which is at a depth d below the surface of Earth. Now you have to understand this. When you are standing here at the surface of Earth, that force that you are feeling is due to the entire mass of the Earth. But when you have come down to a certain depth d, the force of attraction that you will feel is only due to this mass here. The concentric shell which has got this thickness d, that will not have an effect on you, because this concentric shell, this mass of this shell, that is above you, you are below the shell. So whatever is the mass of that shell, that is not going to have an effect in terms of gravitational attraction on you. So the only term gravitational influence on you will be the mass due to this particular shell inside here, which has got a radius r of e, radius of Earth minus d. This is the new radius r dash. So now the force that you are going to feel is equal to g times m dash, that is m dash is mass of this particular shell, into your mass divided by the new radius, that is r dash square. What is m dash? M dash is again volume v dash into the density, so that is equal to 4/3 pi, but now r of e minus d cube times rho. And if I substitute it here, I get that the force is g 4/3 pi rho m, this radius of Earth minus d. This is the force that you feel right now. So the force that you feel here is your mass times the value of acceleration due to gravity on surface. The force you feel here is your mass times the acceleration due to gravity g dash at the depth. You take the ratio of these two quantities, g dash by g becomes 4/3 pi rho m capital G re minus d divided by 4/3 pi rho m g re. So this 4/3 pi rho m g, this entire thing cancels out. So what you see is that g dash divided by g is equal to re minus d by re. So from there we get that g dash by g is equal to 1 minus d by re, or g dash is value of acceleration due to gravity into 1 minus d by r. So now if we do a comparative study, this is the expression for a depth, and for the height the expression was g dash equal to g times 1 minus 2h by re when height was smaller as compared to radius of Earth. So in either case what you see that within this bracket we have a quantity which is 1 minus some positive quantity. Depth and radius of Earth are positive values, height and radius of Earth are also positive values, and when you subtract a positive quantity from 1, you get something smaller than 1. So in both the cases, whether you are moving above the surface of Earth or you are coming below the surface of Earth, in both the cases g dash is less than g. That is, the value of acceleration due to gravity will be less than what it is on the surface of Earth. And how does it vary? For depth, it's 1 minus d by re. For a height, it is 1 minus 2h by re. That means when you are moving down, the value of acceleration due to gravity decreases twice as rapidly when you are moving up. How do I say this? Well, say you have moved up a distance 500 meters. So that will make this 2 into h 1000 meters. For the depth, you move a distance 1000 meters, it decreases to the same extent. So that is why we say this. Let us consider some actual values. Let's see what it turns out to be. Okay. Now that you know this, so G is already 9.8 meter per second square, and radius of Earth is known to be 6400 kilometers. Let us find out what is the value of G when depth is equal to, say, 200 kilometers. What will be the value? G dash will be 9.8 into 1 minus 200 kilometer by 6400 kilometer. That's 32 minus 1, that's 31. So 31 by 32 into 98 by 10. This is my new G, and the value is 9.49 meter per second square. So you see, as you move a certain depth below the surface of Earth, the value of gravity decreases. Now, let us calculate what will be the value of G when we move up a distance of 100 kilometers. So now G dash will be G times 1 minus 2h by radius of Earth. So that is equal to 9.8 into 1 minus 2 into 100 by radius of Earth, that is 6400. So that is again 31 by 32 into 98 by 10, which is 9.49 meter per second square. So you see, moving up a distance of 100 kilometers leads to the same decrease in the value of G as moving down a depth of 200 kilometers does. So when you move up, the value of acceleration due to gravity decreases more rapidly as compared to when you move down.